Kawhi Leonard is out indefinitely due to his latest knee injury. We learned in the early days of training camp as Team USA was preparing for the Paris Olympics that Kawhi Leonard would be leaving the team due to a knee injury, and he already had knee problems coming into the playoffs with the Clippers, and he was in and out of the lineup against the Dallas Mavericks in the first round, ended up missing the rest of the series. And we thought he might be ready for the Olympics, but that case he wasn't. Well, now there's a further delay because Shams Charania of ESPN came out with a report talking about how he's going to be missing probably a few weeks now, and this is now the latest stint of missed games for Kawhi Leonard, especially with the Clippers. Kawhi has missed 179 out of 435 eligible games during his tenure with the Clippers, but it's always just so interesting that he is healthy and ready to go when it's ready for contract extensions, because just last year he was ready to go, even played in his first back-to-back in years, and fleeced the Clippers for another 3-year extension worth $153 million. And that took out too much of the pie for the Clippers to retain Paul George, because they had the audacity to ask Paul George to take a pay cut, while Kawhi, whether we like it or not, has become a part-time player in this league. Let's just be honest. He hasn't been consistently there, even his days with the Spurs. He's been in and out of the lineup, especially the later 2 years, and that led to his trade with Toronto. Even in Toronto, they had to abide by his and Uncle Dennis's load management demands. And coming to the Clippers, same kind of deal. And what has that led the Clippers to do? Because outside of one Western Conference Finals appearance, which was the back end without Kawhi, he hasn't been there even for postseason matchups. I think the last time he even completed a series was in the first round of 2021. Well, we're heading into 4 years later, and this guy's knees are still failing him yet again. And going back to his Spurs days, the great Tony Parker had pretty damning statements about how this guy and his Uncle Dennis don't prioritize winning or basketball. I mean, they're here to make money, and if they win, that's a caveat. I mean, that's icing on the cake at that point. And he's gonna have one of the weirdest careers where you see him have 2 finals MVPs, a few defensive player of the years, and then a whole bunch of missed games. He could be an all-time great if he just played a little bit more, but he is going to have one of the weirdest career arcs I've ever seen.